Hey people, I am back for like part four, I think. I can't remember, and I'm looking at the camera right now. I actually have my internet browser open because the reason I'm making this video here, let me close the camera, is because I'm going to be talking about a couple of things where I want to give you guys the correct definition. And how's my makeup look? I don't know. It looks really good today. I've got like a light red going on. It's not two tone, it's just single tone. And I got my liner on my upper and lower lids. I hardly ever do the upper lid because I don't know, like with my face and having like the pale skin and everything, it kind of makes me look a little trashy if I'm not careful, and I don't like looking like that. But my nails look trashy. Anyways, yeah. So you tuned in for like a paranormal vlog. So that's what I'm going to give you guys. I told you in my last video that I would make another video talking about my definition of what I think like angels and demons and like ghosts, apparitions, silhouettes, all that kind of stuff is. And I'm just going to tell you in advance, if you hear anything in the background, I'm sorry because it's only like, it's not even midnight yet. It's close to midnight. But everybody's kind of winding down. I have people over here spending the night tonight. And Marty's on the phone burning it up. So I'm sorry if you hear that in the background. But anyways, so let's just get on into this. Um, my family is religious, and I'm religious. Like, I'm not like super religious, like a freak or stuff like that. But I'm religious, and like I was raised in a religious home, so knowing about like I'm not going to talk about religion itself, but angels and demons is a part of religion, like the devil, Satan, stuff like that. Um, what I think an angel is kind of like a benevolent type of spirit. Like, if you don't know what benevolent means, it is like nice, kind, good. To me, an angel is like something, a text message. I'm not gonna look at it. It's kind of like how to explain it. My opinion. Okay, this whole video is gonna be my opinion unless I read you the definition on like Webster Merriam Dictionary or Google or whatever I have opened up right here. It's all this is my opinion. Therefore, it can be wrong. I'm just gonna tell you what I think it is and how I feel about it. So yeah. Okay, to me, an angel is like it's a person that has died. I believe, and I mean I hadn't been told otherwise, so I could be wrong. That maybe an angel is like a person that's died, and they like you know I don't know, they're good. There is no evil with an angel. They're all good. They're kind of like protectors per se, maybe. The definition here online, let me pull up Google. The definition of angel is a spiritual being believed to act as an attendant, an agent, or a messenger of God, conventionally represented in human form with wings. Um, I've never seen an angel. I don't think. I believe that there's several kinds of angels. Like there's a guardian angel, and I'll tell you what a guardian angel is according to the internet. According to the internet, a guardian angel is a spirit that is believed to watch over and protect a person or a place. Like being raised in a religious home, like in a Christian setting. Like I was taught when I was being raised that like if you're saved and things like that. Or just, I'm not sure if it's in general or how that works, but like angels camp out round about you and like protect you and things like that. So I do believe there's angels. Like I'm not even sure if I've seen an angel, like because an angel looks like we look, but I believe that an angel is in like white attire. So if you see something white, like an apparition or ghost, or I'm going to talk about all that too in a second, or anything like that, and it's white, I don't believe it's demonic. I don't believe it is like a ghost per se. I believe it's angelic. I believe it's a type of angel that you're catching a glimpse of. I mean, I believe too. There's the type of angels because there's to me. There's just like the angels I just talked about. That's in white. There's guardian angels. That's like your own personal angel that protects you and keeps you on the straight and narrow way, more or less. And then there is like the type of angels that test you. Um, I think now this is just like my own opinion, my own personal experience or whatever. But like the type of angels that test you is like for example, you're cruising down the road. Now this is a true story. It happened to someone I know. They're going down the road and they see this person on the side of the street. And it's in the middle of the night, nobody's around, you know, I'm not talking like horror movie type of stuff. This was probably like in the early 90s when some things were still safe because now it's not. But the person drove on by this person and they felt like they were supposed to stop and help this person. And I don't remember, maybe there was a car there or something. I don't remember. Long story short, it got to bothering them really bad. So they turned around and went back, like went down to the red light, turned around, came back. The person was gone, the vehicle was gone. Any sign of that person or car being there was gone. And I believe situations kind of like that. Now, that there may not have been the best example, but I believe situations like that is how you're tested by an angel. Now, I think there's other ways of like being tested when you're supposed to do a good deed and you don't do a good deed. Now, I'm talking about like straight up kindness, that, you know, having compassion toward a complete stranger. Like, you don't even have to be a Christian to do that. You could just be like a regular person, you know, and you see somebody that may need help with something or just whatever. You don't know that person. You don't even know if they're really a person. It could be like an angel testing you. Oh, I got an example. Like, have you ever seen that TV show? What is it called? Touched by an Angel. My mom used to watch that. Similar to that. That is a perfect example. Okay, so moving on. So that's the three types of angels that I think there is. Now, there's like, I guess you could say there's there's some people that say there's bad angels, but I don't call them angels. I call them demons, and I'm going to pull up the definition for that. A demon is an evil spirit or a devil, especially one thought to possess a person or act as a tormentor in hell, a cruel, evil, or destructive person or thing. Um, to me, demons freak me out. I thankfully I've never seen a demon before. I don't want to see a demon. That kind of stuff freaks me out really bad. Like I love horror movies. I love them. And I think the first horror movie I had seen that had like an exorcism or something, I think it was The Exorcism of Emily Rose or something. That movie freaked me out really bad. I don't like anything to do with exorcisms and demons and stuff like that. I don't like being around it. Honestly, I don't like talking about it because it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. It's just it's something so purely evil. I don't want to associate myself with that. That's my own personal preference and choice. I think the reason for that is because one, I've seen that movie, and I think I've seen it after this one thing that had happened. I had heard some stories. Um, well, I don't like saying stories because they were actually events. You know, because usually when a person tells a story, then a story is not exactly true all the time. Well, when my mom was younger, she used to go to this church. It was like, I don't know, like a holiness church or something. I don't remember exactly. And the preacher, I got to meet her preacher of when she was like 14. You know, I think he might be passed away now. I can't remember. Well, when I was like 15 or 16, we went to Thomaston, Georgia, which is like way south. And we went down there and I got to meet her preacher and all that kind of stuff because that's where they lived at. Well, you know, her preacher lived at. And he told like me and my brother some stuff. Like they were talking to my parents, but me and my brother were listening. And he's like, he remembers this one time where him and like this person had told him something about, this house is like possessed and all this kind of stuff, and it needed to be like prayed over, or what do they call it when you try to like get the demons out of a house? I can't remember the words. I'm sorry. But he said him and some of his preacher friends, like 4 or 5 other preachers, I think he said it was like 5 of them, they were gonna like, one stand on each side of the house and then one go in it or something like that. But before they done that, they all went up the steps to the house. And he said as soon as he stepped foot on that front porch, he knew like there was no prayer that could be prayed to get the demons out of that house. Like you could feel them, hear them. He said it was like the most horrific type of feeling. I don't know. It creeps me out really bad. And long story short, they didn't pray the demons out of that house because if you don't know a lot about religion, when you go to pray a demon out of something, whether it's a house or a person or anything, um, being as a Christian, you're supposed to be prayed up so that demon can't come into you. I don't know. It's incredibly freaky, and I'm not biblically advanced enough to explain it any further. So I'm just going to stop there because I don't like talking about this anyway. But there was one time, I think, since I had heard that story or that experience, I was going to this church that I started going to, and it's the one that I practically went my whole life. And like in 2000, either 90, no, it couldn't be 99. It had to be 2000 when it happened. Like after I graduated. Me and my mom and no, Marty wasn't there. It was just me and my mom. We was at church. I think it was like a Wednesday night. And out of the blue, this lady gets up and like the pastor is like teaching. We're having like Bible study on Wednesday night. He's teaching and he's in the middle of talking and he's reading the Bible or doing something. I don't remember. She gets up out of her seat and she sits in the middle of like the floor, like the row or aisle that goes up to the like the pulpit or the altar, and she just sits there Indian style. And eventually, when the preacher looks up, which is like only seconds or moments later, when she does this, and he was like, Sister so and so, he's looking over his little pulpit. It's like, Sister so and so, are you okay? Are you okay? And she starts saying like all these weird things, and I'm like freaked out because I don't understand. My brain didn't comprehend what's going on because back then I wasn't all into like ghosts and apparitions and all that. I didn't know that much about it. So I'm like, what is going on? And then that's when like our pastor said that all the women and the children or people that don't, women and children first, and the people that don't feel like they're prayed up enough need to leave the church, go outside. And I'm like, I know what's going to happen. And I was freaked out. And evidently, I don't know. Basically, long story short, I think they prayed the demon out of her because she was like throwing up and a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. I didn't see it. I wasn't in there. I don't like stuff that happened. As soon as he told us to leave, I told Mama I wanted to leave. Like, not just go outside, but to go home. So we went home. But anyhow, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I think demons are. They're that kind of stuff. I don't like talking about it. So moving on. So yeah, to me, demons, nothing good can come of that at all. Period. And to me, they're completely different than ghosts or apparitions or silhouettes or angels or any of that stuff. They're a whole category on their own, just like angels is a whole category on their own. Now, ghosts. Um, all this stuff, it teeters the line of religion. So I'm not trying to preach to you guys, I'm just telling you my opinion on what I think and what I know or have experienced, or just my opinion. It could be wrong, but I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to be politically correct. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, a ghost, the definition of a ghost, it says that it's an apparition of a dead person that is believed to appear or become manifested to the living, typically like a nebulous image. Um, Ghost can hit so many levels because to me, a ghost, I don't think it's going to be something white. I don't think it's going to be something like black, as in demonic, fast moving, freaky, oh my god, it's going to take you over kind of thing. I don't think those things are ghosts. Um, Excuse me. To me, a ghost is going to take on a person type of form. All the ones that I have seen have always took on a person type of form. That or they took on a silhouette. And to me, I'll tell you what a silhouette is. A silhouette is the dark shape and outline of someone or something visible against a lighter background, especially in dim light. To me, the best way to explain that is like a shadow. I know we've all seen our shadow. Like you go outside, the sun is shining, you see your shadow. That is a silhouette. I have seen so many of those. Freaky, freaky, freaky. Because to me, those are similar. They're similar to demons, and I don't like demons. So when I see a silhouette, it freaks me out because I don't know what it is. I'm unsure of it. And I don't like it because I don't know how to explain why I see a silhouette and not why I don't see a ghost, or how I can see a ghost but I can't see the silhouette. Because a ghost, it would look like I look, where a silhouette is going to look like my shadow. I don't know why I'm able to see a ghost that looks like it's real, but I'm able to see a silhouette. Like, are they caught in some kind of repetitive repeating thing like over and over, like they don't know that they're dead, or like I don't understand my own self what the difference is between like a ghost and a silhouette. How come the silhouette has to be a silhouette and not a ghost, if that makes any sense? My brain can't comprehend or understand that. Like, can they not manifest themselves into being a ghost and not be a silhouette? Like, why am I only seeing a silhouette? I don't remember if I told you guys the story about the silhouette that I've seen, but yeah, it's some freaky stuff, man. I don't know. Like, I'll tell you too, like, it says, like, a ghost, when it defined it, it says it's an apparition of a dead person. An apparition is a ghost or ghost like image of a person. The appearance of something remarkable or unexpected, typically an image of this type. Well, yeah, so apparitions and ghosts are practically the same thing. It's like you can see a person, a dead person, where a silhouette is just like basically the shadow of the ghost. Or it is the ghost, but it's a shadow, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing you more than anything. But the reason I was going to tell you guys all this is because, you know, I don't, seeing a ghost is so incredibly fascinating to me. And like it would be so cool, I think, to be able to communicate or talk with them. But from what I understand, like the ghosts that I've seen, like the little boy, if you watch my paranormal vlog number 1, um, that was my first experience. Period. I don't understand how he was able to follow me from one location that we lived to another location. I never talked to him. I didn't know who he was. I mean, I don't understand why what happened and how it happened the way it did. I know people have said that ghosts can attach themselves to objects. They can attach themselves to electronic items. Um, Probably, I would assume, even attach themselves to people. But all that is speculative, in my opinion, because it's like a whole new thing that science or the general public has not really grasped onto yet. Let me see how many minutes I'm at. Oh wow, I'm at 20 minutes. I need to stop talking. But anyhow, yeah, this is my definition and everything of what I think ghost apparition silhouettes and angels and demons and all that is. I want you guys to leave it in the comments below because I'm interested in wanting to know what y'all think about, you know, what do you think about demons and angels and all that kind of stuff? Have you ever, well, I don't even know if I want to know. I don't think I want you guys to tell me. Don't tell me if you've seen a demon because it bothers me really bad. But I would like to know, what do you guys think? Why see a silhouette and not see a ghost? You know, how come that silhouette can't manifest to a ghost? Like, do you really think these people know that they're dead? Or is it just like people that don't know they're dead and they're just repeating their life as they think it's happening? I don't know. I don't know. All of it is incredibly fascinating to me. So leave it in the comments below what you think because I want to know. And if you guys want more of these videos and for them to keep coming, comment that below too because I got plenty of stuff still to tell. I just don't know what direction to go in. So leave it in the comments below which way you like me to go. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.